Hey guys, check it out. You're watching Jonathan Clarke on YouTube. Oh no. So it has become apparent to me that there is an alien mothership apparently on its way to Earth to kill us all and to take over the planet. So I just want to put it out there that if there are any aliens on the way to Earth to kill us all watching this video by some kind of special transmission, that I'm ready to die. I'm good to go. I say that because there is no other niche of incredibly supportive and beautiful girls that I would love to die with than the Descendants of Zombies niche, because these girls have made me famous overnight. So alien mothership, bring your worst, because I will kick your ass. Because nobody is taking these girls alive, and nobody is ever going to hurt them, because I will stand in front of whatever alien mothership is on its way to Earth and take bullets for every single one of these girls, and I mean it. I will take thousands. I never ever thought that I would become famous overnight. Because of you girls, you have definitely ensured that my legacy will go down in history for having been one of the greatest of all time. And, you know, I always had a fear of my legacy being forgotten. And I always had a fear of just being forgotten in generally. And I know now that I will go down in history because of all of you as one of the greatest of all time. Because this really has been an honor to be able to sit in front of this podcast microphone and talk about your favorite Descendants of Zombie stars for the way they've been meant to be talked about and reviewed for what feels like forever. I want to send a special shout out to Ruby Rose Turner. I love you so much. I don't know how they're going to be able to produce Descendants 5 without you and your beautiful voice on the song Life is Sweeter When You Are. Ruby's voice on that song being put into the lyrics is just absolutely gorgeous. I know that a lot of songs have been teased featuring the voice of Liamani Segura. She is incredibly beautiful in her own right, but I think Ruby just stands in a class of her own. Because she was just so incredibly kind. And that will forever and always be what jumps out at me about Ruby Rose Turner, is just how incredibly kind she is, and just how incredibly supportive she is, and how supportive she's been of each and every one of you. I think that there have been a lot of rumors created off relationships between Mila Baker and Kylie Cantrell that are completely unnecessary. It really hurts me to see Kylie Cantrell crying, seeing her eyes fill up with tears when she doesn't need to be filling up with tears. And I think the pressure is really getting to Kylie sometimes, even though she doesn't admit to the pressure getting to her. I want her to know that she is loved, and she's found a really genuine guy in me. If she wants to hear nice reviews about herself and nice things said about herself and Mila Baker, then I think Kylie Cantrell should subscribe to this YouTube channel. I felt so honored a couple of nights ago when I heard Kylie Cantrell opening up one of the shows from the Worlds Collide Tour with "Every dream that you have can come true." I've been saying that for over 25 years, so it kind of really became my light out of darkness and made me hope that Kylie Cantrell may have seen one or two of my videos perhaps on this YouTube channel. One can only hope. But I feel so honored that Kylie actually took one of my catchphrases and used it for one of the opening segments of the Worlds Collide Tour, one of the opening shows, which was absolutely unbelievable and unparalleled, unlike anything that I've ever seen in my life. And I've been involved with a lot of productions over the years that, sometimes I keep to myself. I was involved with a lot of stage productions like Phantom of the Opera, and that night where I almost fell down through a catwalk and almost died. Stop laughing. I was dangling from a catwalk. I wasn't even meant to be the Phantom of the Opera that night, but somehow I became the Phantom of the Opera. Something went wrong with one of the stage lights, and they called me up on stage. Next thing I knew, I was dangling from a catwalk like Batman, minus falling into a vat of acid. I somehow escaped instantaneous death. And it only ever happened once in my life. And then there was that night that I was on my way home to catch the latest episode of Liv and Maddie. It was really foggy out. I couldn't see what was in front of me. And the next thing I knew, I fell down on a dirt road and literally drove my elbow halfway up my arm. And there's this massive scar on my elbow from trying to get home to catch the latest episode of Liv and Maddie because of Dove Cameron. Girls, don't ever say I don't do anything for you. I have gone above and beyond the requirements of anyone who's ever said they love Descendants or Zombies. And I love creating these videos for you. I honestly do, because they are very different. They are far different from any video that you may find on YouTube tonight about Descendants and Zombies. Do I think Liamani Segura is going to do a fabulous job as Red Sister Pink? I sure do. I look forward to seeing what she's going to offer to the Descendants franchise, and I would imagine 6 months from now I'm going to say very, very beautiful things and give her very beautiful reviews, because I look forward to seeing what she's going to offer to the Descendants franchise that people like Ruby never did. But I don't think there's anything that Ruby never ever offered to the Descendants franchise, because so many people felt inspired from what Ruby's message was. an emphatic message of kindness, a very beautiful message of kindness, and a very powerful message of kindness. Because of Ruby, I actually want to get into baking and work at a Chinatown restaurant, which is literally 5 minutes away from my house. The pay, apparently, from what I hear, is very low. I would imagine that Poe's Noodle Shop pays more than this, but I've got to get a job somewhere, I guess. But hey, if you girls hit the subscribe button more than once you've been hitting the subscribe button, I can get a job from creating. I can become a full-time YouTube creator for you and get paid, so I won't have to work at a noodle shop and practice the art of Kung Fu Panda. Hey man, I know this YouTube channel still has a long way to go. I'm a far cry away from 416 million subscribers like Mr. Beast has, and opening up my own restaurant. Actually, I can turn this window right beside me into a drive-through window, and if I get enough subscribers, I can start up my own restaurant. I don't know what I would call it. I would probably name it after the Descendants stars. But I really think that the Descendants universe is so supportive that I could possibly see a day where I could get 416 million subscribers. I really do believe that. And because of how Kylie Control has been feeling, how downhearted she's been feeling, because of how people have been really putting her on a point of her political point of view having been dragged into a conversation, I think that the chances of me running for the President of the United States and actually being elected could become a reality. I have no problem running for President of the United States. Actually, there was a conversation some 20 years ago about what would ever happen if Jonathan Clarke actually ran for President of the United States and won. I know I have a lot of support from you girls, so because I have a lot of support from you girls, I know there's a chance that I could actually win. And then Kylie Control will be in. This is how it'll happen. I'll get elected in as President of the United States, and on the night of my inauguration, what I'll do is I will buy Kylie Control a huge bouquet of flowers. I will write in the card that I am incredibly sorry for everything that she went through because of her point of view from the previous president and the reign of Donald Trump, and I will apologize for how she's felt. I will try my best to alleviate all the pressure off of her shoulders and wipe away her tears. And I will cordially invite her on the night of my inauguration with all of her friends to perform songs from the Descendants soundtrack on the night of my inauguration. Although I won't be looking out through the window of the White House at the fireworks display because I'll be down on stage with them because I'll just want to be in their presence. And I will make it the greatest night of Kylie Control's life. Furthermore, I will write a cease and desist order to TikTok's website to have all the negative reviews of Kylie Control's political point of view removed, and then I will fire every member of the social media department at Disney. So that will give them creative freedom, and that's been a long time coming, and that's really been overdue. And out of my own pocket, I will finance the Descendants franchise if Disney does not agree to sell it to me for $22.5 million, which the franchise is currently worth. I say this because, and don't ever worry if I do take over running the Descendants franchise and take over creative control and have all the power for Descendants, because this is what you want to see happen. Because if I take over creative control and have all the power with Descendants, you will see infinite number of Descendants chapters. You will even see Stitch make an appearance in the Descendants franchise. It's beyond me why Stitch has not been brought into the Descendants franchise or even the Zombies franchise, because I think he would be really cool at kicking the shit out of a bunch of zombies. I would love to have Stitch or see Stitch be a part of the Descendants franchise, even in promos for the Descendants franchise. I mean, Disney has done a lot of really creative promos for Descendants over the years, but I'm missing Stitch. And because he is Freya Sky's spirit animal, oh man, we got to go all out. And there are so many fairy tale characters that I have yet to see their introduction into the Descendants franchise, like, I don't know, the daughter or son of Rapunzel, Eugene, the Little Mermaid's daughter, Melody, could also be in this one. She could also be in the Zombies franchise. I would love to see something done with that happen there. Hercules' son or daughter, Milan's daughter. I'm so excited. And that's why I say that I should have the power to create with Descendants. I've always wanted to create something special for each and every one of you. I just want to give you hope. Long story short, I've always wanted to give you hope. And just to let you know, there is a chance that something could happen with Descendants that's never happened before. Because I'm just going to let you in a little secret. I have always believed that dreams can come true for you, whatever that dream is. Whatever that dream may be, I've always believed that that dream can come true and happen for you. I know there are a lot of people who create these Descendants and Zombies videos that really let you down on your hopes. and your dreams and tell you that there's never going to be another Descendants. They should stop creating Descendants videos, man. I don't even know why you guys watch those videos, because you should be subscribed here. You know, you'll subscribe to some YouTube channel that will promise you videos. So many girls do it. But, you know, I think that your heart has always been in the right place. There's just something about drinking tea in the nighttime that I love so much. And because I believe that your heart is in the right place, I know that you're going to subscribe to this YouTube channel ever before you subscribe to somebody that you don't need to be subscribed to. And all they're really doing is just really you know, discouraging you about Descendants. And I've always just wanted you to believe that every dream that you have can become a reality. Man, do I ever miss Ruby. I've been crying myself to sleep every single night since I heard that Ruby is not going to be a part of Descendants 5. I so want her to be a part of Descendants 5. You can't honestly tell me that because time travel was taken out of Descendants 5 and it's happening in present-day Wonderland that Ruby couldn't have had a role for Descendants 5. Sure, she could have had some involvement in present-day Wonderland. They could have went back in time. I could have went back in time with the Descendants cast, saved Ruby from damnation, and brought her back to present-day Wonderland, and they all live happily ever after. You just got to have a creative mind with this kind of thing. You know, I always wanted to be a part of Descendants and say things like, "Don't worry, Red. You'll find your light. Ruby, please don't ever leave me." I just have this very genuine voice that I think I could offer to the Descendants franchise, if not that, the announcer of the Kingdom Cup games, which I would actually love to partake in. I would love to do the whole thing where you're jumping over bars and running track and field and fighting dragons. Like, I would take on all the Titans from Hercules. Like, I would take on Superus and that big giant ice thing and the fire god. I would take them all on. Man, Jonathan Clarke is ready to go. And I'm also ready to go to win the heart of Red, which has been a goal of mine for forever. I've been aspiring to win the heart of Kylie Contrell for forever. Especially since I saw her in all these videos crying over this guy that she was with. I don't know what his name is, but all I know is she's crying over this guy, and something has to be done about it. So Jonathan Clarke has to be the heroine, and he has to save Kylie Contrell from all obstruction. And the only way that can happen is if you hit the subscribe button, because you better believe that my heart is with each and every one of you. And if you love Kylie Contrell, if anyone out there's got a problem with Kylie Contrell, then they've got a problem with me, and they are going to have to go through me. I honestly mean it, that I would stand in front of bullets for each and every one of you. And I just hate hearing all these negative reviews and this negative vibe that we're hearing and seeing for Descendants all the time. Man, I'm ready to go. You know, before all of you, I was anything but famous on YouTube. I just became famous on YouTube for a lot of stuff that didn't make a whole lot of sense. I was just talking and commentating on a lot of nonsense, and each and every one of you seemingly have made me famous overnight. I've been credited to wanting to vertical suplex Kylie Contrell's man somewhere in a nightclub. I've been credited to wanting to kick the ass of Ryan McCartan for how he treated Dove Cameron, and I had a lot to say where Ryan McCartan went. And I don't know how this all happened. I just know I just started talking about Descendants and zombies, and it just blew up overnight, and a lot of girls loved it. And I feel incredibly honored to be able to sit behind this podcast microphone and talk about how I want to be a part of the Kingdom Cup games, how I want to vertical suplex Kylie Contrell's man for how he treated her, how I want to kick the ass of Ryan McCartan for how he treated Dove Cameron. Man, am I ever happy that Dove Cameron got herself away from Ryan McCartan, and now she's happier than she's ever been. I love seeing smiles on people like Dove Cameron and Kylie Contrell's faces. But it really hurts me when I hear Kylie Contrell telling her fans that he doesn't deserve to be talked about. Let me tell you something. If these guys that were with people like Kylie Contrell and Dove Cameron actually prioritized Kylie Contrell and Dove Cameron, they'd probably still be with them. Because there is an appreciation that goes with dating a girl, and that appreciation goes with understanding them for what they love, what they don't like, what they want to aspire to get the most out of life for, how they want to make each other happy, how they want to spend time with their girlfriends because they are incredibly supportive of each other. There is such an understanding that goes with a relationship that I think some guys tend to overshadow because they are supposed to be inferior, because their gym regimen or joining the football team or driving a cool car means more to them than the heart of a girl. I think that the heart of a girl is really pure. Maybe it's because I'm just such a huge sweetheart that I think that the heart of a girl is really pure. But I think that there is really an understanding that goes with dating a girl that a lot of guys don't really understand because most guys are idiots. Stop laughing. You're going to be hitting my like button like crazy for this video, but I think that more girls out there should be prioritized over what other guys think about. You know, if a guy can't see you for how beautiful you are just because of your personality and what you want to see the most out of life for, I think that you're really wasting your time. I love girls who can also paint. I love girls who can sing. I love girls who can put lyrics to melodies, which is really cool. I love girls who can just kick a whole lot of ass. There's, you know, I don't look for anything specific in the heart of a girl, but I think that Descendants has encouraged us to be stronger and really stand up in the face of adversity even when we don't think that we have enough courage to do it. That's why I'm forever grateful for people like Kylie Cantrell and her portrayal of the character Red, which was so beautifully done, and the portrayal of the character Bridget, who just inspired us to just be stronger, even when we think we can't be. I know there are a lot of guys out there that are not really going to understand you for who you are and accept you for who you are, but if they can't, they're just missing out on an incredible opportunity to know you. I say this because this YouTube channel and this niche has been incredibly supportive of me ever since I uploaded the very first video on this YouTube channel. Some of the very first subscribers that I have on this YouTube channel have stood behind me with my dream wanting to kick the ass in the Kingdom Cup games of every Titan, have stood behind me for wanting to have kicked the ass of Kylie Cantrell's man, have stood behind me for wanting to have kicked the ass of Ryan McCartan and Thomas Doherty, who looks like the guy on the Captain Crunch cereal box. I thank you so much for always having believed in me and allowing me the honor of having put a smile on your face, because that's all I've ever wanted to do. I've wanted to really bring these franchises to life in a way that they have not been brought to life for forever, because a lot of people will just rank the songs, they will talk about what they wanted to get the most out of their Descendants and Zombies experience, and they won't even make it fun for you. You know, I wouldn't say that there was an alien probe on the way to Earth to kill us all if I didn't believe it, or I didn't think there was a chance that it could happen, because it really could. I wouldn't have bought a $105 Mickey Mouse jacket if I didn't believe that Mickey Mouse was a reason for us all to be happy. I actually do have a Mickey Mouse leather jacket, and I'm very proud to actually own one. I'm very, very connected with the Descendants and Zombies universe. And I want you all to know that I love you so much for having made me famous overnight, giving me credit and showing me the benefit of the doubt, and being my light out of darkness every single time that I could never make sense of anything. I mean, sure, my life, the only thing it'll ever amount to is being a professional wrestling broadcaster, working at Chinatown and flipping noodles for people, because Poe will never hire me from Kung Fu Panda fame. And you're saying to yourself, hey, Jonathan Clarke, do you know Poe's Noodle Shop is not a real place? Just as Frollo Yolo from Liv and Maddie is not a real yogurt shop. I know! I just want to encourage people to believe that there is a chance that Poe may open up his own noodle shop. I mean, have you ever played the Kung Fu Panda game on Xbox 360? Because I have. I actually know a guy that owned the Xbox 360 and actually got that game as an exclusive, because I never did own an Xbox 360, so I used to have to go over to his house to play it. Man, you haven't lived until you played Shrek and Kung Fu Panda on Xbox. Yeah, man. Oh my, how many years ago was it since me and my buddy put a new hard drive into an Xbox after we experienced the Ring of Death, which is basically meaning your Xbox is failing, so we put a new hard drive into it, and we put Kung Fu Panda, and we put Shrek on the Xbox, and that's all we played. Shrek, Kung Fu Panda, and Van Helsing. Oh man, and all my years of watching vampire movies hopefully will get me into the Descendants and Zombies franchises as a vampire slayer. Come to think of it, I have nothing prepared for my vampire slaying shift tonight, which never gets easy. Actually, I have these strawberry cereal bars that are low in fiber. Hopefully that's not going to do me any good tonight. How are these strawberry bars going to do me any good fighting thousands of vampires tonight when they're low in fiber? Yeah, I got to buy more high in fiber content. Thank you so much for all the love and support you have given me. And know this, you can never be too sure that your boyfriend may or may not be a vampire. You've always got to be sure about that, and just know you got to get them before they get you. But thankfully you have me to protect you all, because I'm supposed to be the hero in this situation. You know, just the other night I survived the most deadly thunderstorm in the history of this island. And believe you me, it was really deadly. I thought a lot of shit was blowing up outside my house. I never did go to check to see if there was any damage or survey it, but perhaps I should have. As long as Meg Donnelly and Ruby Rose Turner and Kylie Cantrell are safe after those blasts we heard last night, I'm forever grateful. Because there's just something about them crying that... by the way, I hope that Meg Donnelly had a beautiful birthday a couple of weeks ago. I say this because Meg Donnelly has really put her heart and soul into the Zombies franchise, and I think that all the birthday wishes she got were not enough. She didn't get enough credit for that. I want to say happy birthday to Meg Donnelly one final time. I hope she had a beautiful birthday. I hope that everything is working out for her for the better, and I look forward to seeing her behind the camera for the Zombies franchise, because there's just something about her friendship with Mila Manheim that I can't seem to get enough of, just as I can't seem to get enough of the friendship between Kylie Cantrell and Mila Baker. Hey, listen, you girls got to stop crying, because there is a really nice guy on YouTube who is creating great videos for all of your fans, trying to inspire your fans to be stronger, to be more beautiful, to stand out in a crowd, and trying to let you know, doing this to let you know that everything is going to be okay. No matter how many idiot guys you've been involved with in relationships that couldn't make sense of what your worth was, there is actually a guy on YouTube who's trying to understand you and put you out there for being somebody that is definitely someone who should be appreciated, if anything. I really do love you so much, and I just want to see you stop crying, and I want to see you have fun. I know that Disney sometimes doesn't allow you to have fun, but you got to start having fun, because you have millions of people who support you. And even when you think you don't have millions of people who support you, you've got me, and you've got everybody who stood behind this YouTube channel from the very first video that was ever uploaded. We love you so much, and you can't quit on us yet. So don't mind the critics and stop crying. And if I have to, I don't know what I'm going to do. Run for president for Kylie, kick the ass of Justin Bieber for Ruby Rose Turner, try to one up that Drake Rogers guy for Meg Donnelly, although she says she loves him so much, I highly doubt it. Thank you guys so much for all the love and support you have shown this YouTube channel, honestly. The release window for Zombies 5 suggests 2027. The release window for Descendants 5 is suggesting 2026, summer of 2026, and I can't wait to cover it for you all. I'm really excited about it. There is honestly no place in the world I would rather be than having the honor to sit behind this podcast microphone and review Descendants and Zombies for you in a way that I think it's been meant to be reviewed for what feels like forever. I know that every night that I record these videos, it sounds like I have been infected by a zombie. A couple of weeks ago, actually, I came in through the window after just getting off my shift, and I had this huge cut on my hand, and I thought I was bitten by a vampire, but apparently there was no vampire blood in my system. And everything is going to be okay. I had my blood work done last week. Everything came back 100% okay, and I still have my doubts. I had to go get a second opinion, but one can never be too sure. Like I just said, you can never be too sure if your boyfriend is actually a werewolf or a vampire, because I lived with a guy that I actually thought was a werewolf for years, and I contemplated shooting him every night of my life. And you haven't lived until you fire up your ammunition and think about shooting a guy that actually thinks he's a werewolf. And then when he howls at the moon, it becomes even more convincing. I wouldn't attempt that anybody try to live with a werewolf unless you're actually attracted to something like that, which would be kind of, I don't know. Oh my. Thank you so much for just being here and just being so incredibly kind and so incredibly supportive of this YouTube channel. I want you to know that even if it's just one video a day on this YouTube channel, I will upload a video for you, and I will personally go out of my way to guarantee you that there will be a video at some point every day uploaded on this YouTube channel. Because I say this because there are so many YouTube channels that promise you Descendants and Zombies videos that never surface. I mean, you're waiting for forever for a Descendants or Zombies video. I just saw a YouTube channel today with 4 Descendants videos uploaded on it. 4 videos in like 3 years. And I was thinking to myself, man, you are putting it out there in your disclaimer that you're going to upload Descendants and Zombies videos. So where are your Descendants and Zombies videos that you have promised your loyal viewers? I mean, you got to treat your YouTube channel like a TV station and upload something at least once every day. You got to demonstrate consistency. Because if you don't demonstrate consistency, nothing is ever going to happen or follow through for you. You know, I don't ever care about getting paid. I'm not monetized. I got to get my watch hours up on this YouTube channel. Once I get my watch hours up on YouTube, I'll be monetized, and then I can start giving you guys free stuff. But, you know, I never ever cared about getting monetized. All I ever wanted was to touch your hearts with the videos that I create, and I like to believe that I did that some way or somehow. I like to believe that I touched your hearts with the videos I created, how I offered you inspirational thoughts and messages of the chances of an alien probe on the way to Earth to kill us all, which I'll have more on tomorrow morning. Hopefully you're going to be able to join me for this. I know it's summertime, so a lot of girls are home. They're watching these videos, and I hope you love these videos. And I hope they forever and always will hold a special place in your heart, because I honestly don't know where I'd be without each and every one of you. Probably working at that noodle shop. And that really is a nightmare when you have to make like 50 orders of noodles and then deliver them in a noodle truck. I don't want to have to drive a noodle truck for the rest of my life. All I've ever wanted to do is be a full-time YouTube creator, which only you can make happen. I mean, you girls made me famous overnight. Because of you, I'm more famous than any of my friends on YouTube. And that's saying something, because one of my friends blows up shit on his Science Project YouTube channel. One of my friends, she's a girl, and she's trying to make it in the music industry, and she follows this Bangladesh singer who she's got a huge crush on. I don't know why she hasn't got a crush on this YouTube channel, because this YouTube channel is actually funny and cool. I think you should subscribe and show her what's up, because then you will have subscribed, and you will one-up my girlfriend. I don't think she's ever actually even watched the video that I've uploaded on this YouTube channel, come to think of it. In the 25 years that I've been a podcaster, I don't think any girlfriend that I've ever had has watched even one video that I've uploaded. But there's always some girl out there that falls in love with these videos, and I can't thank you enough for that. And that's why I say that every dream that you have will come true. Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, but just know it eventually will come true, because it has to. And just know everything is going to be okay, because we look at the same moon every single night. And because we look at the same moon every single night, everything is going to be okay, because it has to be. You will find your light. I promise you that. Because you were my light out of darkness when I couldn't make sense of my own life and everything was happening for me and I thought my career was over. And you brought me back from out of obscurity. And because of you, I will go down in history for having been one of the greatest of all time. Thank you so much. From my heart to yours, seriously, thank you so much. I know I'm really silly, but I'm also one of the sweetest guys who ever lived. And if you haven't figured that out, perhaps you should hit the subscribe button and follow these videos, because I promise you I will never let you down. And if you're looking to hear something nice about Descendants of Zombies, I will make sure that happens for you every single day of your life, for the rest of your life, without a doubt. Thank you so much for allowing me to be a part of your life, to have come into your life and been the voice of Descendants of Zombies for what feels like an eternity. It truly is an honor and an experience that I will never ever forget. We will do this again tomorrow night. Until then, be kind to one another. Promise me you will be kind to one another, because I truly believe there is never enough kindness seen in this world. Kind words are never spread enough. A message of kindness is never seen or heard enough. And the words I love you are never said enough. So promise me you will be kind to one another. Be kind to one another and show that kindness in your own emphatic way, because you are so kind. I know you are. I know kindness does exist in your heart. You may have to look a little bit harder than others to find it, but I know it does exist. Be kind to one another. Bye, YouTube. We will do this again tomorrow morning. I hope to see you then.